You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is JP, it is King D. Welcome to episode 285 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 285 consecutive episodes. So many times. We've started almost recording on Sundays and Mondays, and I get so close, and I'm just like, you know what, guys? Let's just mail it in, not do it. But you know what? We're here. It's Monday night at 10:26 p.m. Miami time. Okay?
Miami time.
We've watched so much wrestling. We've watched so much Love Island. I've DJ'd once and a half this weekend. What a time to be alive. And you know how you can get through all of this? Because we both had long weekends. You can get yourself on w.gg, use code NRD for 10% off your next order. Don't know what to buy? They've got sample packs. You get little ones like this instead of the whole tub. So you can mix and match, figure out what kind of flavor you want to build so you have the energy to get through all of the wrestling that happened this weekend. So whether you were at a graduation party, a retirement party, or a Love Island watch party, or watching the World Cup, it'll get you through. An update on the 8x10s. Not only do I have them, but I think I've got something to do with them. And I'll run that by you when we're done. I should have checked with you beforehand, but I got an idea for it. So wrestling's a thing that happened this weekend. We had what was Saturday? Saturday we had brought to you by the most progressive capital in the world, Riyadh, in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Not my kingdom. I don't know. Not my kingdom.
Yeah, Dave's kingdom's not that progressive.
We're not that bad. No, we respect women in my kingdom, pal.
Wow. I heard it just wasn't as progressive as Riyadh. I mean, you know it's Riyadh season right now, right?
It's always Riyadh season, baby. It's always Riyadh season. If it's not football season, it's Riyadh season. So we had the most progressive show of the year, Night of Champions, that involved a match that wasn't for a championship. We had AAA happened. We had the Great American Bash. We had TNA Slammiversary. We had AAA. And we had Raw starting at 6 o'clock for some reason.
Yeah, and AEW did Forbidden Door, which was an...
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I missed one.
Yeah.
I'm not a WWE shill, I promise.
Lot of wrestling.
Let's talk about the biggest surprise of the whole damn weekend. Sami Zayn is your WWE champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's the one. That's it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you think there's a bigger surprise than Sami Zayn being the WWE champion?
I mean, each show had a surprise. Sami Zayn being champ, I have thoughts about that. You know, I think that WWE's booking, as you know, maybe even Triple H personally, got sick of everything of being called predictable and all that by the interwebs, because, well, the booking's been pretty predictable, and wanted to shake some things up. So I think that they made some last-second changes. I don't think Sami Zayn was originally planned to win.
No.
I think Sami Zayn was put in that match to take the pin and continue the maybe continue the Gunther Cody thing, or set up Cody to wrestle somebody else there. But Sami Zayn winning, it surprised me, which, you know, I can't get mad about that. I like it when I don't know what's going to happen. I like it when I get surprised by wrestling. I don't really care that, you know, it's like, I'm not upset about Sami Zayn winning. I honestly
Grand Slam champion too. I didn't even put that together in the moment.
Oh, dude, him. He was one away. Let's see here.
It's the Miz going, "Welcome to the club," and I was like, "What? Oh shit!"
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Cardona are all one title away from doing that.
Sheamus is the Intercontinental Champion away.
I thought he already did that.
No, he's never won the Intercontinental Champion. That's why every time Mania season comes around, they're like, we got to get Sheamus for the IC title.
Maybe it's just that they've done that and mentioned it so often. I thought he had done it by now.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Sami Zayn winning it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt my opinion of things. I think that it's a nice little swerve that they pulled there. I think that I'm curious to see how that's going to work for SummerSlam because we know that Obafemi is not going to be challenging for a title.
Yep.
Uh, and we know that Roman is going to be working Seth Rollins for the title. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It almost makes me wonder: is Sami Zayn going to work Cody?
That's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking we might get a heel Cody finally.
I don't think so. I think the whole point of doing this whole Sammy thing was they Sammy and Cody are in the same boat.
Yep.
They don't want to be heels. They really don't like being heels. They don't want to do it. Their gimmick has gotten a little stale and they need to evolve it.
Yep.
Fortunately, Sammy through this program has evolved it even just a little bit.
Yep.
Where Cody is kind of stuck, and I'm wondering like if you put Cody in a match against Roman Reigns,
Mm-hmm.
who people going to cheer for? If you put him against Cody against another face that Obafemi, like who do I could see Obafemi getting more cheers, but then the kids who cheer for the squeaky baby face, they'll still cheer for him. Anyone who's back in the day Hulk Hogan fan before he was racist, and a John Cena fan, and the guys who are human cartoon characters. Um, Not that I dislike that. I'm quite all right with that. I just think that I'm curious if Cody's going to do something because I'm not sure how the crowd's going to react to Sammy. Because I kind of wonder if Sammy's going to double down on being like, oh, now you cheer for me now that
Yeah.
I'm whatever. Or if he's going to, if Cody's going to kind of be like, try to get some kind of heel reaction. I'm not entirely sure.
Yep. Yeah, no, an interesting fact about this, and I've tried to clarify this as best as possible because I think it is a very interesting fact. Sami Zayn is the first wrestler to make their WWE debut in NXT and win the NXT championship and win the WWE championship. Not the Universal Championship. You make your debut in NXT, win the NXT championship, and win the WWE title. He is the first person to do that.
Hmm.
Seth Rollins has debuted in FCW. Big E, or no, yes, Big E was FCW as
It's a
well.
W.
Um, I'm just going through the Seth Rollins, Big E. I'm just going through the guys that were WWE champion. Um, Kevin Owens, he won the Universal title. Finn Balor,
Yeah.
Universal.
Yeah,
Samoa Joe
Kevin
never won.
Owens.
Samoa Joe never won the WWE title, correct?
Yeah, he did. Didn't he? Didn't he have it for a hot second? I'm pretty sure he did.
I feel like that's a video game that he does.
It might be.
Um, Drew McIntyre debuted on WWE main
He
roster.
debuted in OVW.
Yep. Let's see. And then nobody else has won the WWE title. Finn Balor, Karrion Kross, Ciampa, Braun Breaker, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler didn't debut in NXT. And then you got a bunch of the recent guys: Trick, Oba, Ricky, Oba. Oba could do it. Oba could be the next guy to do it.
So what? Yeah, well, he already debuted.
Debut in NXT and win the
Mhm.
NXT title, and then win the WWE title on the main roster.
Well, Kevin Owens did that.
He won the Universal title.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, Finn Balor would have counted as well in this.
Yeah. And let's see here.
Do you need
yeah.
to run down the NXT? This fact, when I saw this yesterday on my ride up to the event I was working, I'm reading, I'm like, this makes no sense. And they had to state that it's not a world heavyweight title, it's the WWE championship. It is not the Universal title, it does not count.
I don't even
The
know which one is
Universal
the
title apparently has different lineage than the WWE title.
I don't know
Well,
which one is which anymore. Like
the WWE title was always black.
yeah, one of them was the one that is the original title that's been renamed and redone, for a
That was
million
the
years.
black title. The Universal was the blue and red championship.
Yeah, there was also the I don't I mean like which one? What's the belt that Roman Reigns is holding right now?
He's holding the world heavyweight title. That was debuted at Night of Champions in the progressive city of Saudi Arabia.
So that's the replacement Big Gold.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Because
That's just
Big E had the black, the. Wait a second. Oh no, but Big E didn't debut in NXT. Debuted in FCW. That's
yeah.
why. Big E had the black title, then lost it to Brock, who lost to Bobby, who lost it to Brock, and then. Oh no, did Big E lose it to Bobby? I forget. But Brock and Roman both fight for the two titles. Then Roman has the blue title and the black title now. Morphs them together to be the undisputed title. Then they bring in the gold belt again.
Yeah, which is what they typically do.
Yes. So
Let's do that and
there's
bring them back together and make another one because we got to have two titles.
there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Night of Champions in a nutshell. We also have a new King of the Ring, Obafemi. Welcome to the kingdom, my man. And Io Sky. Welcome to the queendom, my lady. Obafemi on Raw saying that he's foregoing his championship opportunity to face Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell. I don't like that
I
because
kind of thought that was going to happen. I actually thought that Obafemi was going to lose due to Brock's interference,
as did I.
And then we were going to get Jey Uso, who I do not want that at all. Not interested in Jey Uso being near any title
Yep.
at all right now.
Well, my thought was this, and this is kind of how I pieced together. Once Oba won, I'm like, okay, you can get the big match with him and Roman. You can have Brock come out, want a piece, and then this way you've got a triple threat in Brock's goodbye run if this is it with Roman with his arguably Brock is Roman Brock's biggest rivalry of all time. It's top three, I would say at least. Because I wasn't like watching in his
it's not one
pre
that
UFC days. Like maybe
so
Kurt Angle's up there.
no, wait. So as far as Brock's biggest rival,
Brock's biggest rival.
Brock's biggest rival is probably Undertaker. Yeah, probably Undertaker.
The Law is also a pretty big adversary to Brock Lesnar. Just
Yeah.
putting that out there.
Now, yeah, as far as Roman
But
goes, Roman's had a couple, but
Brock's probably Roman's biggest rival.
no.
No?
Who's he
The
taking
fans.
on at SummerSlam?
What?
Who is Roman taking on at SummerSlam?
Seth Rollins, fair.
I can argue. I think that he's a bigger rival.
But back to my main point though, I saw maybe you do the triple threat because if this is Brock's last ride, you could do the big triple threat of big meaty men slap man meet in Minneapolis. Or when they announced Brock versus Oba at Hell in a Cell, that's night one. Because I heard somebody was like, "Oh, Oba's going to do two nights at SummerSlam." You do Oba versus Brock in a Hell in a Cell, and then Brock or Oba versus Roman night two. And when Roman beats Oba, you keep Oba strong because like, how was he expected to beat Roman Reigns after he went through Hell in a Cell the night before?
I think there's a better option, Dave. I think you do what they're doing. I think you have Oba take on Brock, beat him, Brock retires. And the thing is that what you're doing there is you are cementing that Oba is a top guy who should be taking on, who can take on Roman, who can take on a champion that doesn't quite look like he should be holding a title right now. At, I don't know, pay-per-view after SummerSlam?
Somebody tweeted out as soon as Sami Zayn won the title, if Brock Lesnar doesn't win on Monday night, the booking's gone out the window. They said give Sami Zayn, excuse me. Somebody said give Sami Zayn the Kofi Kingston treatment. I
honestly think that's what's going to happen. The only other thing I could see happening with Sami is if Kevin Owens is in fact better.
Yep. That's what I was expecting on Saturday that happens. But.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that that it's going to be Obafemi's going to end up working. Now they can have Seth Rollins win the title,
Yep.
and have Obafemi work Seth Rollins. I don't think Obafemi beats Roman. I don't think Obafemi even takes on Roman.
Interesting.
I think that you have him take on Sami Zayn or whoever beats Sami Zayn. Though I think you have Sami Zayn work Cody, have Sami Zayn go over, and have Obafemi challenge Sami Zayn at the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam. I think that works out real well because then you can easily be like, you can easily see Obafemi beating Sami Zayn and not be like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Very fair.
And you can if they have a match where basically Obafemi beats the ever living crap out of Sami Zayn and survives a bunch of it, and he's got fighting spirit or whatever the heck they call it. You know, Sami Zayn can take that face rub that he's getting right now and not lose it because he tried real hard and he showed he was a fighter. Of course, you could also just do what I'd rather have and just have Sami Zayn take on Gunther, have Gunther take the title, and have Gunther versus Obafemi because that's a much more appetizing.
That's a meaty man.
Yeah, lots of meaty men slapping meat.
Oh yeah. So that's Night of Champions in a nutshell. A little quick Raw recap. So that was Saturday. Saturday night there was nothing, and then Sunday the world said watch wrestling. So and not .in, but so we'll go through it quick. So we'll try to keep the short for you, ladies and gentlemen. Slammiversary happened. Ooh Nation, is that how you say
Nation.
it? Ooh Nation. Okay. I've never because here's the thing: when he was Ooh Nation, like I wasn't watching wrestling YouTube at that point, so like I'd never heard the guy's name said. I'd only read it, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe
That's close enough."
Yeah. So, So he answered Cedric Alexander's open challenge. They had a triple threat. Him and Rich Swann. We found out Amazing Red and Conan are going into the Hall of Fame for TNA this October. Bound for Glory.
Amazing Red belongs in all of the Hall of Fame.
All of Hall of Fame.
You can't watch wrestling right now and not see 90% of the guys wrestling using his moves.
Dare I say an All of Fame induction?
Honestly,
I mean, I'm wearing red in honor of Amazing Red. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, my friend. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, and that wasn't a surprise. I just didn't know it before the card, and I was a little surprised by it.
Yep. So yes, and I'm sure you can still find an Amazing Red micro brawler still available. Remember, I got the Conan Chase. Never forget that, my first one, and I turned it into the British Bulldog. So good. Remember how brawlers used to be? When a chase used to be that valuable, you could turn it into the British Bulldog, a Conan Chase. Woo! That's why those 8x10s took so long to get here. And yeah, oh fuck, you know who won the new tag titles at TNA?
Your boys.
Fuck.
In a great match. I don't know if you watched it, dude. That was
good
match.
I love the Righteous Man with a fucking flower ladder out of nowhere. Fucking.
I kind of feel bad for the Righteous because it's like, yeah, I kind of feel like their window for getting tag titles is kind of closing.
Listen, they are almost mainstays now at my local indie, Awesome Championship Wrestling, and I'll be there on July 18th. I kind of want to hang out with the Righteous. Like I want to see like can I hang out with them afterward because they seem so freaking cool. I must say.
Talk about horror movies. They love horror movies.
I love this. I love basic shit that I can snap. Give me a good West Side Story thing. So, and Dutch, that tongue, god damn. So yeah, Bound for Glory was exciting.
Slammiversary.
Slammiversary. What'd I say?
Bound for Glory.
I thought I said Slam for Glory for some reason. So yeah, Slammiversary. I'm trying to think who was the. Oh yeah, Nick Nemeth. Who is going to Old Wrestling? Support our friends Old Wrestling. And he'll be a part of the extravaganza for them. He is the new TNA World Champion, two-time champion.
Not surprised about that one. Santana is
he's
too big for TNA now.
He's heading to the Fed.
I really think he is. I mean, good for him. You know, he's a New York guy. I'm really happy for him. I've watched him wrestle in all sorts of weird places. Heck, I watched him wrestle his last indie show before going to AEW.
Oh.
Back when he was in Proud and Powerful or LAX or whatever you want to call it. and my roommate was sitting next to me, and we had front row seats. And the at one point, Santana pile drive. I think they were taking on the New York. Oh crap! I'm gonna forget their thing. It's
The
New York
Jets.
something, whatever. Um, and they DDT the guy right on my roommate's chair, and just broke the crap out of it, which
What am I
was just
supposed to sit?
yeah. But he got a new chair. No one showed up very quickly. But yeah, I remember that because I saw Santana looking around at the crowd and going, "Where can I throw this guy and not worry about killing a kid?" Like we were watching. I was
Where's
at
an adults only section? Boom.
yeah, I was at the House. It was House Glory show in Queens. A lot of
Good
fun.
old
That was a couple
hog.
years ago. Yeah. But yeah, I thought Slammiversary. I thought the main event was great. I think that go ahead, put the title on Ziggler. He will do a good job with that.
Of course.
I think that Santana's going to get, if he doesn't go to NXT, he's going to get main rostered. I think he's going to go to NXT.
I think he will as well, just because he's got some history there. So the fans will obviously recognize him because it's a smart crowd. I think that's always a good place to. It's a safe place to debut guys that are coming from
Especially
from your
TNA.
TNAs, your New Japans, and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, he's
Because the
wrestled on TNA
NXT
a bunch of
crowd
times.
knows them. The main roster crowd of a WWE show, they're gonna know where people that are in AEW are coming. Like they know them. But speaking of AEW, because we're gonna go
Oh,
out of order here.
Forbidden Door was crazy, and it was super long.
Super long, ladies and
But,
gentlemen. So
dude,
yeah, we're
such
gonna
a
make
great
this
show.
circular cage, really cool concept.
Fun match.
Fun match from what I saw on the highlights. Again, I credit AEW and their Twitter during pay-per-views so well because in our group chat on NXT, I'm hearing, "Oh, this is happening, that's happening," and I'm able to go to AEW's Twitter and just check within seconds. The video clip is up there. It's fantastic. So if you're not able to sit down and watch a show, they do a fantastic job. Mercedes is back-to-back Owen champs.
And dude, that was a good match. Like
Did you
honestly,
see what she put on her Instagram story?
no.
Oh, hold on. Please hold.
No, I don't follow her on the Instagram. I thought I thought her match was good. I thought the weakest match on the card, um, oh man, I'm trying to think what the weakest. Like it was a good card beginning to end. I thought the pacing was pretty good. Some of the stories didn't make sense. Like I honestly, the story of the cage match, I didn't quite understand why so many people were involved. I didn't hate the circular cage. I'm like, that's something new. That's cool. It's different.
Yeah.
I like the Leo Rush spot. That just cracked me up. Like, oh yeah, we've had Leo Rush in a bag this whole time. I would love that.
She put this on her story. Davina Rose versus Mercedes Monet at Wrestle Dream.
So that we did just there are, according to the dirt sheets. I gotta be careful what I say sometimes. According to the dirt sheets and a group chat that I may or may not be in.
Patreon.com/WNRDB.
Yep. So how a there's the WrestleMania post WrestleMania cuts.
Yep.
We're about to get post SummerSlam cuts.
Woo!
And a bunch of those post WrestleMania peeps, their stuff's coming up. I mean, that's why we saw Apollo Crews in TNA. The one I'm most excited about is, do you know when the next big AEW pay-per-view is?
Guessing
You can
it's
say
all
no.
in.
Yes.
No,
It's all
but I'm guessing
out,
it's
all in.
All in, whatever. London.
So, yes, London. So that is going to be at the end of August.
They don't have anything in July? I feel like that's a big gap.
You know how AEW is. They'll have their whatever shows.
Well, last year it was in July, so I guess that's why.
They have their big show coming up. And what would you do for a big show? Say, I don't know, you have some tag champs going into that. Maybe you do a big ladder match with the tag champs and some guys who are really good at doing ladder matches. I don't know. Maybe you have the Bucks take on Edge and Christian. No, those guys are not. No, can't. You have Edge and Christian take on the Young Bucks, and say the winners have to deal with the free agent tag team, multi-time tag team champs.
The grizzled young veterans.
I was going to say a slightly older knight. Yes.
Yeah.
The older knights. And
it's an old night. Yes,
yes, it is. And I think that, or we could even get that as soon as, I believe it's the end of next month or July.
Do you think so? If the old night is coming,
I don't think it's if.
What do you
I don't
think they
think it's
announce it ahead of time? Just or like
if we're lucky,
hint at it, make little like jabs here and there.
They've already been doing that.
Have they?
Yeah, and not on AEW TV, but everybody's socials has been hinting about that.
I'll say this: if they do come, when they come, I hope that Christian Cage just asks, "How's your manager of a father doing?" In reference to Big E. Something to jab at the dads.
Oh, I think they're definitely going to take there's so much stuff there that you can do with it. I think that it'll be great for New Day. It'll be great for AEW.
Yep.
I think that there's a lot of things that can be done there. A lot of tag matches, which is good because FTR has said they're taking a break from AEW.
Oh.
And yeah, they posted a thing on social media not too long ago about how they're taking a break, which I don't know if that means they're taking a break from wrestling, if they're going to go work Japan, if they're just, they're a little beat up, they want to take some time off.
See?
I'm not sure, but I think that would be kind of a fun thing. You'd have the New Day show up with whatever name they call themselves, and I love tag team wrestling. It's not really a secret. And I like big faction wars, and I'm excited about that too. So, Dave, I'm gonna run you through a little story here storyline I'm confused about.
Oh God.
So you've got the Death Riders. Yeah, and
when did Will Ospreay join them?
After him and Moxley had their big blowout match after Ospreay returned.
Okay.
They did this whole thing where Mox said, respect you for the fight, but you gotta develop that killer instinct. Come train with us. And
gotcha.
And we're gonna
celebrate. I was like, when the hell did this happen?
We're gonna use our training stuff to fix your neck so that you can't, so that the neck won't be, a story point every time he has a match, which is fine. That's all right. It worked out good. It's actually worked out.
Yeah.
So you have the Death Riders, but the thing that was weirded me out is who Shota Umino Shooter, aka Mox's first son.
Shooter.
So he worked the Forbidden Door, and the way they told the story is he got kicked out of the Death Riders by Gabe Kidd.
Okay.
So Gabe Kidd is a member of the War Dogs.
Okay.
But he's also an associate of the Death Riders. He sometimes works Japan.
Okay.
He's under contract with AEW. And he attacked...
Pick a side, man.
Yeah, so he attacked Shooter to set up the match with Pac. And I'm like, I don't know. This is something that's been bothering me for weeks, is I don't know what the heck's going on with Gabe Kidd, because the War Dogs have their own thing, because War Dogs is Finley and Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd.
Yep.
And even during their entrance when they were taking on Edge and Christian, you saw Gabe Kidd's name on their display. So I'm like, okay, that's just weird. And then you got the Death Riders, who are not they're loose. They're not really connected to the War Dogs.
Yep.
So a little confused about that. And of course, the War Dogs got their situation where they're taking on the Bang Bang Gang now that Jay White has returned.
Yep.
Which, Dave, that's exciting. Do you know why that's exciting?
Why is it exciting?
Because David Finlay, the leader of the War Dogs, former leader of the Bullet Club, kicked out Jay White from Japan and took leadership of Bullet Club from Jay White.
Interesting.
And they haven't really touched each other since that happened. And so you're going to have the Bang Bang Gang versus the War Dogs. But I'm interested to see how that goes. It should be fun.
Okay.
But again, the confusion over Gabe Kidd is really I'm a little miffed about that, but that's okay. I'm being picky about my wrestling here.
It's okay. There was
yeah.
a lot of wrestling to be picky about this weekend, so
Yeah.
you're excused. So yeah, Will Ospreay versus MJF for the world title. If Mark Briscoe doesn't win it on Tuesday, could you imagine they do Mark Briscoe versus Will Ospreay at
I'm
All In?
gonna say this right now, Dave. This is my hot take, and not a hot take. It's not a hot take at all.
It's not.
Mark Briscoe is not your champion. He's not a top guy.
No.
He was. I don't want to say that. I'm gonna say it, Dave. He's the Jannetty of the Briscoes.
Wow.
Prove me wrong. Look at who has had the most.
Far less controversial. So I mean, if you just go off that take,
Jay won more singles titles. Jay was the better wrestler. Jay could have cut a promo that didn't sound like a guy, a crackhead at the subway station asking for change / telling me how
Jay had the better hair.
Jay did have better hair and he had all his teeth. But the teeth and the hair thing never bothered me. It was just
He was the better promo.
Jay was the better overall wrestler. Like I think Jay's.
You know who Mark Briscoe is? And I'm going to say this, and I hate that I'm about to say this. Mark Briscoe is to AEW what LA Knight, is to WWE. You can put them in that top spot feud as a placeholder. They're not going to win the title. And I love LA Knight. I want him to be a WWE champion. And it's one of those things where if they pull the trigger, I'm going to be very surprised, but it's not going to blow my mind. I'm not going to expect it, but I don't see it happening. I'm not betting the house.
No, LA Knight's great. He's top. He's
a better promo for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Top mid card. But here's the thing: if I have to compare those guys, Mark's the better wrestler. LA Knight's the better mic guy. Mostly because Mark literally sounds like a crazy guy at the subway station yelling about how phones are actually microwaving your feet. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't ask. But I think that is a good point. Top of the mid card, never going to really maybe get a title shot every once in a while. Never going to actually get it.
They're worthy of that top spot, but they're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna especially because you're looking at who's gonna be the match you want at the big stadium show. Do you want Mark Briscoe versus Will Ospreay?
Pure chaos.
No, you want MJF healing it up like no one's business.
You want the exact same thing they did 2 years ago.
I mean, I'm just saying
That's my only problem. It's the exact same thing 2 years ago, except it's Will Ospreay can't win the big one instead of doing it for England, baby.
I'm okay with that. His story has been that that's been the way it is. He had that neck injury. He's always coming up short. And can he get the job done? That's why he's been training with the Death Riders.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good way to do it. But him and Swerve, the match they put on, so much blood, Dave. You don't like that much blood in the match. But there was a lot of blood, but it was such a good match. I'll say this, it didn't feel like an AEW match to me. It felt like a bloody Japanese match.
Yep.
And I thought that was great. I thought there were a couple of cards on Forbidden Door that felt that way. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. was that way. Loved the Kenny Omega did the Kamigoye, which is Ibushi's finish.
Yep.
Right, but because he couldn't get the job done on Zack Sabre Jr., so he had to go to the Ibushi spot, and I love that. Because you got to keep that story going forever until they have their last match where they both kill each other. and die in each other's arms because that's the only way that they can ever end their careers. But I thought that was a great match. I thought, there were so many good matches, but just
Yep.
the card was it was. I started watching that show at, I want to say, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock was when the pre-show started, which had a couple of matches on it, which weren't bad matches either. They weren't the greatest matches, but they weren't bad. And 1 o'clock, I'm sitting there going, dude, I got to get up for work tomorrow. This is killing me. And I'm like, for once, I'm actually starting to grumble like some of the people in the Patreon group. Join Patreon so you can listen to some people.
Patreon.com/WNRDB.
That's right. So you can grumble about how long AEW pay-per-views are. Though the nice thing about that, about the one in the UK, it's going to start in the afternoon. So some people will be able to stay awake the whole time, which will be amazing.
Yeah.
And if you have a hard time staying awake, get some W.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Great American Bash happened. Not much happened except for the fact that they fucking made Evil lose, and I don't like it. So
Nope.
There's a thing. So yeah, not only did he lose, he jerked the curtain. Fucking bullshit. So that's a thing that happened. But yeah, a lot of wrestling happened this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoy W so much that you use our code W.GG. Use code NRD. Get 10% off your order. It's a beautiful thing. Patreons. The 8x10s are coming. I have a plan. Just need a little time because I'm buying a house. Please be patient with me. You've waited this long. You can wait a little bit longer. To quote Excalibur when CM Punk came back, you've waited for 14 years. You can wait 1.5 minutes to hear what CM Punk says. So yeah, that's happening. Buy our merchandise because we really need your money. I really need your money. ProWrestlingTees.com/WNRDB, and that's nerd spelled N-R-D. Yeah.
They do have a 4th of July sale coming up, so you might want to go and use the code that they have on the site there.
No. Don't use a code because then we get less money. They take it out of our money, not Pro Wrestling Tees.
I'm just saying, dude.
That's BS.
If somebody spends $3,000 on stuff, they can use the code.
I guess. Free shipping in the U.S. Man, I miss Whatnot days. So subscribe to us on the platform social media. We're ending the show.
Yeah, and comment. Tell us why you don't like Dave's hoodie shirt thing. I don't know what that is.
It's a hoodie sweatshirt. I got this. This is from Both Lighting USA. It's the lighting company that I buy my DJ lights from. And if you spend over $1,500, they send you a free hooded sweatshirt t-shirt. And it's very comfortable.
That doesn't sound like it's free. That sounds like you paid $1,500 for their stuff, and that was the least they could do.
It's very comfortable.
That's
I don't get the concept of
$1,500.
it. Because when it has been cold in my house, because my wife likes to blast the AC, and I'm like, man, let me put something on. But I'm still like doing this. I'm like really in the pockets. What's really weird is there's a pocket in this pocket.
Secret pocket.
It's pocketception. There's a pocket in the pocket.
But what would DJs need secret pockets for?
Keys.
That makes sense. That's what I was thinking.
Dongles.
Definitely keys.
Keys and dongles. Also, speaking of, I just got to give a quick shout out to the homie. Darby Allin got married.
Yeah, he did.
Brody King chopped his dad. His mom put him through thumbtacks. What a wedding. Wish you could have DJ'd it.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked. I saw what happened there, and I'm going, wow.
I probably would have gotten killed.
Missed opportunities.
In fairness, I DJ'd my cousin's graduation party, so it was a lot safer there. So,
no, I'm saying you getting thrown onto thumbtacks at your wedding. Missed opportunities, Dave. You could have gotten chopped and thrown onto thumbtacks and so many things, Dave. That feels like like it could have happened. Who knows? Maybe
it could have, but I mean, maybe next time, ladies and
gentlemen.
Maybe
next time.
So that's going to do it for this episode of the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff. Follow us, like it, interact with it. The show comes to an end in about 9 months.
Or not at all, because the subscribers are going to happen and all that stuff.
We'll see. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the King of the Nerds, the first and last King of the Nerds, DJ DaveCTheVoice, the hot man himself, JP Hooper. Pause. Let that sink in. Go follow his hot sauce stuff. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day because, like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone. Happy birthday, America. God bless America.
Go to New Fear City and catch their show July 4th, or not. I'll be there. You can come see me, and Dave won't be there because he hates death matches.